All right, so we're in lesson 2, looking forward to a career. So we're going to talk about even more career choices within agriscience. Like I said, a lot of careers fall under the umbrella of agriscience. We've talked about citrus growers in these units, environmental scientists, landscapers, botanists, wildlife management, aquaculture, food science, plant and animal genetics, so all of these are under agriscience. So if a career deals with anything produced for consumption, so to eat, or that needs to be protected in nature, it's probably related to agriscience. Is a good guide. So whether you are fascinated by entomology, which is the study of insects, you can study that and make that a career, or fighting bioterrorism, which is using biological agents that are harmful to people in terrorism, or you want to be a tree surgeon, those who cut, trim, and maintain the health of trees. That's a real job. There are jobs that could be a good fit for you. So let's look at just a few of them. So you could just be a researcher or a research assistant. Most of the time you're going to be working either with a government agency or with a college. And you're a scientist, but you're dealing more with the agriculture realm of things. So you could be creating formulas for fertilizers, analyzing soil. Biotechnology falls in this category, and it's a great career for people who really like academics and science. So you can work for the government or private industry, working for the FDA. As a career as a researcher, you'll need an advanced degree like a master's or a doctorate, lots of college, lots of science. Becoming a research assistant is a great way to tell if you really want to do that job before you dive deep into being a researcher. You're going to be working typically in a laboratory, and these jobs are really exciting because you get to experience a breakthrough and using the scientific process. Another example is a water quality specialist. So this would deal with protecting the environment. So you're studying the quality of water, monitoring it. Everybody drinks water. So you're deciding what chemicals need to be out of it, what you can do to balance the pH. You can work for, cleanup agencies dealing with after hurricanes. You can work for private water companies. There's a lot of different areas for that route. A plant scientist. So that's studying plants in all the realms. There are several different things you could do under the plant science realm, and this kind of goes into it. You could work with plants right out of high school, or if you want to be a in-depth plant scientist, you probably need to get a doctoral degree. An agriscience teacher, okay, that's what I've been. That's teaching others about agriculture. So you're going to have to go to college. You're going to need at least a bachelor's degree in education classes, and then it's probably preferred that you get your master's degree. So you will also be running typically 4-H or FFA programs in the high schools, which help those young people get involved in agriculture and the organizations. Entomologists, so that's if you really love bugs, you can study insects, become a bug expert. And then there's the bioterrorism expert. So you're actually working with law enforcement also to combat bioterrorism in a positive way. So there's just a few examples of careers. There are several more out there that we're not even going to touch just because the ag umbrella is so vast. So if you're intrigued by these, but you still may not know what the right job for you, there's some questions that are going to guide you. So identifying your aptitudes or natural abilities and how to build skills that you don't have to qualify for your ideal job will help you plan your education. So it's good to take, there's all kinds of career tests out there. It's really good to take those. They may show you something that you never thought of. So these are some questions that you need to think about when choosing a career. Y'all are in high school, so this is happening fast. So what do you want to contribute to society? What's your goal? What are you good at? How much education do you realistically see yourself getting? Do you see yourself going to college? It's okay if you don't go to college. There are several technical degrees you can get. or jobs right out of high school with a diploma. Where do you want to spend the day? Do you like being at home? Do you like being in an office? Do you want to be outside? Where do you want to live? Do you want to live in a big city? Do you want to live in Washington, D.C.? Maybe you want to do ag policy. Do you want to live in a really rural area where you grew up? Maybe you're more in the field side of agriculture. What kind of lifestyle do you want to have? So what are your salary goals? Are you okay living a minimalistic life? Or do you want large house and extravagant cars and things? Because typically you're going to have to change your job. How much do you like people? Do you want to hang out with animals, or would you rather hang out with people? So those are all questions that will contribute to what job is best prepared for you. So when it comes to college, if that's the route for you, it doesn't have to be. There's several different jobs out there that you don't need college. But if it is, choose them with strong agri-science programs. Personally, I went to Tarleton in Stephenville. Tarleton State University is one of the top agriculture colleges in Texas and even the nation. So